Okay, so what we know about two perpendicular vectors is that two perpendicular vectors have a dot product or a scalar product of 0. So two perpendicular vectors, if we name them u and v, have a dot product, or you can name it a scalar product of 0. Product of 0. What that means is if you multiply u and v, you get 0. So that's what we have to keep in mind when we're trying to find p. So in the first one, we're going to do the dot product of these two vectors. So 2, 1p times negative 3p to -2. Find the dot product of these two would be negative 6p plus 2 minus 2p. And this should be equal to 0 if they're perpendicular. And so then we get negative 6p minus 2p is negative 8p plus 2, that's equal to 0. And then we move 2 to the right side of the equation, so it becomes negative 8p is equal to negative 2. And then divide both sides by negative 8, and we get p is equal to 1/4. And then for the second one, we do the same process, find the dot product and make it equal to 0. And that's how we know what p is. So p -1. The dot product is going to be p times p minus 1 plus minus 2p minus 4. And this should be equal to 0 for them to be perpendicular. P times p is p squared. P times -1 is negative p. This is minus 2p minus 4, and that should be equal to 0. So this is p squared minus 3p is minus 4 is equal to 0. You can work this part out on your calculator. I'm not sure how you typically solve equations on this, but this is what I found. It's probably not the right thing. You know, I'm not really good at using this calculator at all. I just started, but so it's minus 3p minus 4, and then you put a comma and you put a p. So I got that p could be -1 or p could be 4. And so minimize this, make this bigger. So that's what we get. P is either -1 or p is equal to +4. So that's